Many shops have multiple gases on site. Some of the common gases used with oxy-fuel cutting and heating include oxygen, acetylene, propane and natural gas, and propylene. Because each gas has its own safety precautions, properly identify any gas before using it. Remember the triangle of combustion? Oxygen is one of the components.
Let's talk about storing oxygen.
Well, oxygen comes in many containers. It can be a compressed cylinder, it can be a bundle of those cylinders together, sometimes called a bank or a 6-pack or 12-pack. It can also come in a liquid container, which would be liquid oxygen, and it can be portable. It'll come in pipelines, it can come in tube trailers. You can also come in a large bulk tank, much like you'll see at the hospital.
And the biggest mistake is to use oxygen in the place of compressed air. You never want to do this because it could create a fire hazard. Some of the areas oxygen gets misused most often include using oxygen with pneumatic tools, or using oxygen to blow dust off your clothing or your work area, or using oxygen as ventilation in the place of air.
Let's stress this safety point again. Never, ever use oxygen in place of air. Now let's discuss fuel gases, which are another component in the triangle of combustion. The most widely used fuel gas is acetylene. Other fuels are commonly referred to as alternate fuels. These include LP gases, or liquefied petroleum gases, which include propane, propylene, and butane. They also include compressed gases, such as natural gas and methane. The first thing to know about acetylene is that the basic structure of an acetylene cylinder is very different from other cylinders. The cylinder contains a porous mass, which is saturated with liquid acetone. The acetylene gas is then pumped into the cylinder and absorbed into the acetone. As you use the gas, it's released from the acetone. Because of its nature, there are several important safety considerations specific to acetylene.
Your first consideration is always use and store the acetylene cylinder in an upright position. And remember, never use acetylene above 15 pounds pressure. Acetylene will have a tendency to dissociate above 15 psi, and it can cause a chemical reaction. That's why on all of the acetylene regulators, you notice a red line at 15 pounds pressure.
The withdrawal rate is really important too.
You're right, Ken, it is. It's very important. You can only withdraw 1/7 of the cylinder volume. For example, this particular cylinder has 280 cubic feet in it, so what I would do is divide that by 7, giving me 40 usable cubic feet per hour of gas. Remember, never use more than 1/7 of the cylinder volume.
Remember these 4 safety facts about acetylene. Always secure acetylene cylinders in the upright position. Never use acetylene above 15 psi. Never exceed the 1/7 withdrawal rate rule. And never transfer acetylene into any other type of cylinder or storage container. Alternate fuels include natural gas and propane, as well as propylene. Natural gas and propane are colorless and odorless gases. So that they can be detected by smell, gas producers add mercaptan, which gives off a rotten egg smell. Propane is available in cylinders of various sizes, all the way up to large outside bulk storage. Unlike acetylene, these cylinders are shells only. Propylene is a colorless, highly flammable gas and has an odor similar to garlic. It's marketed under dozens of brand names, many of which have additives. Alternate fuels do not have the pressure limitations, withdrawal rate issues, or upright storage requirements associated with acetylene. If you need more detailed information about gases or cylinders, contact your local gas supplier.